morning, boys and girls. We're going to be doing a fun activity to go with our landforms that we've been learning about. We're going to be making a little flip chart, and it talks about all of the landforms, and it's going to help us to remember what they look like and their definitions. Behind each one of these flaps, here you have the name. Behind it, you have the definition and a picture. So here's landforms. We open it up. Here's the definition of a landform and a picture to explain it. Mountain, we have the definition of it and a picture to explain it. And we're going to do that for all of the landforms that we've been learning about. Okay, to do this activity, you're going to need 4 things. A blank piece of computer printer paper. A blank piece of paper, or if you have a white sheet of construction paper, that'll work too. You also need a pencil, scissors, and crayons or color pencils. So if you don't have those things with you, go ahead and pause the video and go get them. You need 4 things: blank piece of paper, a pencil, scissors, and crayons or color pencils. Okay, let's begin first of all by folding our paper to getting our flip book. You're going to get your piece of paper and you're going to have it in a horizontal direction. That means it's longer going sideways. Okay, you're going to fold your paper in half. So now it looks like a book. Okay, I can open it up and it looks like a book. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up and fold this side right up to the line. See that line where we had made it? That's where I'm going to fold it inside to. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm going to fold it right where it meets the line. Okay, and now we should have 2 parts that open up like this. Okay, and then our next step is to fold it in half. I'm going to flip my bottom part up and I'm going to fold it in half until it reaches the top. Line it up as best as you can and fold it like that. And I'm going to do the same thing one more time. Fold it up until it reaches the top. And crease it. And now when you open it up, you should see that there's 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equal rectangle shapes. Okay. Next, you need to get your scissors and cut only on this top part. I need to open it up and only cut the top page. I'm not cutting both pages or else this flap book will fall apart. So open up this flap and only cut the line on the top page going to the outside. So now I have a flap that opens up. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the next square. And then again to the next square. Or rectangles, not squares. Okay, so now on the left I have 4 flaps that open and close. Okay, do the same thing now on the right side. Cut just the top piece of paper. And when you're all finished, you should have 8 flaps that can now open and close. Okay? All right, you don't need your scissors anymore. You can just put those to the side. Okay, now we're going to write the titles of each rectangle on our flat book. So here's the ones that's already done. First, you're going to write landforms. Put a capital L, it's your title. By and then write your name here. Okay, write your name. On the next box, the next to it, on the right side, you are going to write mountain. And go ahead and put a capital letter because these are titles of each of our sections. Under that, you will write hill. On the right side of hill, you will write plateau. Please make sure your spelling is correct. Okay, plain. And here I combined valley and canyon into one thing because they are very similar, almost the same. Last row we have island and then peninsula. Okay, when you're done writing those, we're going to go through each of these, and at any time you can pause it to get your sentence written down, your definition, or you pause it to do your drawing. I'm going to give you several options of drawings. You can pause the video and see how I drew it, or I'm going to show you the pictures that I used to do my drawing, and you could pause the video on those pictures to help you do your own drawing. Okay, landforms. You're going to open this up, and you are going to write, what is it? A natural shape of the land. And I'm sorry, I did not print the picture I used to copy this, so you're just going to have to use my picture for your sample on this one. Okay, pause the video to get this part done, and then you move on to mountain. Now we have mountain. What is it? Rocky land that rises much higher than the land around it. There is often snow at the peak. You have a lot to write in this box, so write small. If you don't have enough room to write the last sentence, then that's okay, but try to write small to get it all to fit on there. Now, here's my picture, or if you want to use the picture that I found online to draw my picture, you can use this as a sample to do your drawing. All right, moving on. Hill. You open it up. What is it? Land that rises a little above the land around it. It can have a steep or gentle slope. So this is called a slope, the angle of which it goes up. So you can pause this to copy mine, or I will show you the example of the picture that I copied. Here you go. Here is the hill that I copied. And now, moving on, we have plateau. What is it? Land that is higher than the land around it, and it is flat on top. So it's slightly different from a mountain because the top part of it is not a triangle shape, it is flat. Okay, you can use mine to make your sample, or you can use this picture to copy yours. All right, next we have plain. What is it? Wide, flat land. So I just drew a straight line with some grass and a sky and a cloud in the background. You can use mine as your sample, or you can use this as your sample. Okay, next one. We have valley and canyon. Okay, let's open it up. What is it? Low land between hills or mountains. Both valleys and canyons are lowlands between hills and mountains. The only difference on a canyon is when the mountains have very steep sides. And I'm going to show you a picture of a valley and of a canyon so you can see the difference. So you can use this as your sample. Okay, here is a picture of a valley. You see it's this low land here in between hills or mountains. And then it's called a canyon when those hills or mountains are very steep. If it's this steep, almost going straight up and down, now we call it a canyon. Now, I had a very hard time drawing with the actual pictures, so I actually printed a cartoon kind of type of drawing to help me draw my valley. Okay. And next we have island. What is it? Land that is completely surrounded by water. So here's my land, and of course I put a palm tree on there. You don't have to do that on yours, but I wanted to on mine. And if you want to use the actual picture that I used to copy, here's a picture of an island. And lastly, we have Peninsula. What is it? Land that extends into water on 3 sides. So here I have the land coming out and the water around it on 3 of the sides. If you want to use the actual picture, here is the picture that I kind of used. And you can use this to help you with your drawing. Okay, when you are all done with your drawing, you are going to take a picture of your entire flat book on the cover like this, so I can see all of the words. And then you're going to open it up and take a picture of it open up so I can see your work of what you did on the outside, on the inside, I mean. So take a picture of the outside and then open it up and take a picture on the inside. Okay, I can't wait to see your flat books on Landforms.